That we will chant and then we will study the Gospel. Tava kathamritam tapta jivanam kaviviriritam kalmashapaham Sravanamangalam Srimadatatam Bhuvi Grinanti E Bhuridajanaha. The words of the God, that is giving as it the nectar, the cool water, like that, to whom? Those who were suffering. So that is Tava Kathamritam Tapta Jivanam. And that also Sravana Mangalam, those who were reading, understanding, meditating, for them, and even those who were hearing, listening, for them too. And those who are having lot of property, even above them, this Kathamrita, this Gospel, these words of God, far better than those things. And this we will read. Why they say like this? Look at this. The last time we left with this question. How can I develop love for God? One devotee, he is asking this to Bhagavan SriRamakrsihna. How can I develop love for God? This is a wonderful question. Those who believe in God, those who are trying to realize God, their number is maximum. Maximum. The pure atheist, non-believers are very few. In some form or other, the people, they are worshipping God. They like to get the blessings of God. Here this question, how can I develop love for God? This is a very important question. We go to temple, church, mosque, synagogue, but not with love, maybe just by practice, and as a tradition we go for many other reasons. But real love for God, this is a wonderful question. We have to develop love, longing, desire to realize, that is called the love. And when this person is asking this question, how can I develop love for God? Before I read out the answer, there is another question, the same person asking, how can I take delight in God's name? That is also very important. We are taking the name of God, but the moment he asked, how can I develop love for God? SriRamakrishna's reply was, repeat his name. Very simple. How can I develop love? Repeat his name. So no other answer. And so simple. I need not to go anywhere. I need not to spend anything. I need not to practice the austerity. Only thing that I have to repeat God's name internally. That's all. Even then, with so simple thing, that also we cannot do. Why? We can think so many things. All the time we are thinking about the political things or the social or many other things, but the God's name you try to repeat, after repeating 100 times people are tired. Why? That is the bondage. If we can overcome that, we are free. So here the second question he is asking, how can I take delight in God's name? This is also very important. You have said to repeat God's name. Okay, but I tried. I couldn't do. It's not possible. I have to develop delight in the name of God. Unless and until I like to repeat, I like to know that name, see that face, how can I go on repeating? It's not possible. So here it says, how can I take the delight in God's name? Then SriRamakrishna's answer, pray to God. Pray to God with a yearning heart that you may take delight. You may take delight in His name. When a child is crying, the mother is scolding the child goes to mother. And she knows the mother only can help. So that similarly, when I cannot take the name of God, knowing that without that I cannot survive, I cannot get mukti, I won't get the knowledge, I won't get anything in this life and after, then that is the only key in my hand, only to take the name of God that the Guru has given to me. Now there is a question, why Guru comes in between? Because otherwise our mind deceives us many a times. We take some name of God, as SriRamakrishna himself is telling, any name of God. But some few days I will like to take some name, after few days some other name, after few days some other name. So there is no continuity, it always breaks. So the energy is lost, the effort is futile, and that is the reason we have to take the initiation from a guru, because the precondition of that I will follow. Strictly I will follow whatever you say. That is the main thing. Then he is coming and accepting. Whatever you will say, I will follow. That means the Guru will ask, will you be able to repeat the name of God? Yes, sir. Okay, that's all. And then continuously he will think, I have given the word to Guru, I must repeat. And that will force him to repeat, and that will become a habit. But to repeat the name of God is so difficult. Why? Because we are not getting delight. And in any subject that we like, we are ready to discuss it for a long, long time. This continuous question and question and question. Like that they will go on. So here it says, you have to go back to God and pray to God, please bless me so that I can take delight in God. In Bhagavad Gita it says, let me quote a few scriptures. You will see the SriRamakrishna, he is giving these methods as if so simple. But in every scripture, everywhere, the same thing they are telling. They say, Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam enamam upayantite. Tesam satata yuktanam, one who is constantly attached with me, satata yukta, tesham, to those who serve me with delight. Bhajatam priti purvakam, priti means delight, lovingly. Now some people in the temple, they get salary and they are worshipping, it is a drudgery for them. When I am going to complete this puja, then I will go out and will have my friends, or I will go to my family. Constantly they are thinking in that way. Puja is a duty for them, and somehow they are completing without any love. Majority of us, we do like that. It's just a job, it's just a service, so that I am earning some money. But when it's with love, with delight, how? In the life of Bhagavan SriRamakrishna. And that is the reason again and again I say, one must read the life of Bhagavan SriRamakrishna. Then we will learn that how from this Dvaita Jnana, just ordinary worship, And slowly, slowly, it is taking a wonderful knowledge. The jnana is coming, and this delight constantly. I must feed my mother, I must feed my father, like that. Tesham satata yuktanam, continuously attest with me. How? By repeating the name. That's all. Yukta means attest. How can I be always with God? Through His name. Just by name. I am going on repeating Sri Ram, Sri Ram. I am attached with God. In everything, everywhere, in every condition, constantly taking that name is called Satata Yuktanam. And then next step comes how to take delight in His name. Bhajatam Priti Purvakam. That is also the grace of God. And then what happens afterwards? That in the Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna mentions very clearly in the 10th chapter, 10th sloka. He says, Dadami Buddhi Yogam. And that is why Bhagavan SriRamakrsihna said that if you like to realize God, you have to take the name of God. And just ordinarily won't help, you have to take with delight. And how to take the name of God with delight? By the blessings of God. And how the blessings will come? Suppose I am taking the name of God, how it is going to help me? Then he says, He will come to me, He will realize me, He will see me, all His prayers will be answered. How? Buddhi Yogam Tam. I will purify his senses, his understanding. This is very, very important because we are praying to God, trying to realize God, practicing fasting, giving the donation, going to different places, but we do not know that our thinking capacity, our conception about God should be purified, clear. How? By the grace of God. Dadami Buddhi Yogam. I totally purify his thought process, and then Mam Upayanti. Here in the Panchadashi is a very famous book in the Vedanta. It says Anatma Buddhi Shaithilyam. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is also the Vedanta book, but here it says, I give the Buddhi, purify the Buddhi. And in Panchadashi it says, Anatma Buddhi Shaithilyam, explaining that. What is the Buddhi Yoga? And he becomes totally free from the attachment of the temporary things. Atma, Anatma. What is Atma? Permanent. What is Anatma? Temporary. The moment we are keeping our mind on the temporary things, thinking that this is permanent. Some people, they were telling that religion cannot be practiced because it is impractical things. We think impractical because we are thinking in that way. What is impractical? I must do everything. And then I should not be attached with it, expecting that this will give me permanent joy or peace or happiness. And our experiences say that. All through our life, what we are experiencing, the same thing. It is impossible. It's not just some utopian idea and the foolish idea. Don't put your whole mind and soul in the temporary things, the things that is constantly changing. So that's why it says, Anatma Buddhi Shaithilya, that by the taking the name of God or upasana, constantly thinking of God, what is the phala? Dhyanat dine dine. And what is the result? I get the concentration every day. increase the concentration, meditation, dhyana, dine dine, day by day, my concentration becomes very regular. And then again, we hear from Panchadashi, Dhyana Deepa, it says, Upasanasya samarthyat vidyutpatti bhavettataha. Upasana, through upasana. What is upasana? Austerity. What is austerity? Forcing the mind to be at the feet of God constantly. That is austerity. Austerity doesn't mean only fasting. Fasting is necessary. Austerity doesn't mean that not talking. No, he is Mauna. And we take great delight. Oh, he is Mauna. Mauna means he can't speak. There are so many people can't speak. Are they realizing God? No. Unfortunately, some people, they can't speak, but that doesn't mean they are Mauna. No. Doesn't mean that they will realize God. You have to keep your mind at the feet of God. This is the thing. So that way we must understand everything. Here, upasanasya samarthat, through upasana, through austerity, vidya utpatti. Vidya utpatti. What is vidya? Knowledge. What is that knowledge? Atman is only permanent and everything is impermanent. That is vidya. Again and again, everywhere, in different languages, the same thing they are telling. Bhavettataha. By that we can achieve. See, SriRamakrsihna gave a small word. He said, take the name of God. Repeat the name of God with delight. That solves all the problem. But then we come to know this is upasana. This is austerity. This is so hard. Then whom to go? To God. But I can't keep my mind. You have to force your mind, whether you believe it or not, as because someone has said, whom I respect. There comes sadhu sangha. Sadhu means a person whose whole life is pure, whose whole life is dedicated for the betterment of others, whose whole life is a love, unselfish love. That is sadhu. Then when I go to him or her and hear from that particular person, I believe, and I believe there is God, whether right this moment my mind goes or not, I put my mind over there forcefully, and that is called austerity. Ma Saradamani Devi said, what is austerity? Somehow to keep the mind at the feet of God. Somehow. Not that constantly I have to repeat the name. I can sing some bhajans. And that time also my mind is there at the feet of God or thinking of God. So any type of bhajans or the stotra, but simply uttering the stotra won't do. Just to show people that I know the stotra by heart and he'll be repeating, what is the meaning of it? It's just showing off. Here it means that you have to repeat or chant with the meaning, and then only it is possible, otherwise not. When I am repeating the name of God, remembering God, keeping my mind at the feet of God, how it is possible? By His grace. Even here it says, in the Jesus said, it is prayer, 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 every time that Jesus said. But then he said, prayer is possible by the grace of God again. Look at it. Why I am quoting from different things? Because the only simple word of SriRamakrsihna, so many references are there everywhere. But he never read Panchadashi. He never read Bible. But the truth came within his mind, within his realization. So, whatever he is telling, that is the truth. And truth means the knowledge is Veda. So, the words of SriRamakrsihna is Veda. As because there are already 4 Veda, so I gave the name Panchama Veda, the 5th one, 5th Veda. So, here it says in the Brihad Vishnu Puran, Namanta asya jabat shakti. Nama means the name, asya jabat shakti. Asya means the God. In the name of God, or the God's name, yabat shakti is so much powerful. Papa nirharane harehe. It removes, it clears the papa, the misdoings, all the misdeeds, or something as we call sins. Tabat kartum na shaknoti. That much sin one cannot commit. So just to encourage a person, he is telling, you cannot commit so much of sin that the name of God can clear or remove. So, what do you think? The name of God is so powerful. The Brihad Vishnu Puran says, Tabat kartum nashaknoti patakam pataki jane. Even the very, very lowest person won't be able to commit so much of sin which cannot be removed or cleaned by the holy name of God. Try this. And we have seen in the lives, that is all proofs are there. Angalimal, these are all classical, our references are there. He was a killer, just he took the name of God and he became a saint afterwards. And there are so many. So here again and again, but the power to take the name of God comes only by His grace. Jesus also said, to pray we need God's blessings. If anyone repeat, most of the times you will see when one is before puja, starting the puja, anyone, if he simply utters, most of us we do it, apovitra, pavitrova, sarvavastha, gatopiba, ya smare, pundarikaksham, sa baiha abhantara shuchihi. One person, he was a potter, the ordinary man, but very devoted person. Ma Sharadamani Devi saw him in a station and immediately she felt the urge to give the name of God to him. And he was also very devoted. And he said, Mother, will you please initiate me? He was working, he was carrying the loads. And we can understand in the country like India, he was perspiring. He was not that way clean. He didn't bathe perhaps. Mother told, sit over here. He sat, this mantra, apovitra, pavitrova, sarvavastha, gatopiva, ya smarit, pundarikaksha. Pundarikaksha means the God. Aksha means the eye. Pundari means all pervading eye. He is all the time present, seeing everything. Sa baiha abhantara. He is outside, he is inside, his mind and body purified. Just by taking the name of God. So, only one instruction of SriRamakrsihna, I am stopping over here all these quotations because there are so many. So, almost all the scriptures will be talking about this. And in the scripture of the Bhakti Marga, the scripture of the Jnana Marga, everyone is speaking about the purity of this. What is that? Name of God. And that's why so much of, in particularly at this age, in the Kali Yuga, as they say, modern age, when people don't have the time to practice austerity. In previously, almost all our people, they used to sit in the morning for 1 hour or 2 hours doing worship and all that. Then they used to go out. They had a lot of time. And here they are going to bed from Monday to Friday, Monday to at least Thursday, every time early, so that they have to get up and get ready and to go out. There is no time for them. So when to take the name of God, when to worship? So this thing was developed. Take the name of God even while you are driving, no problem. When you are driving, you are repeating the name of God. You are not meditating, but consciously taking the name of God. And if we practice, you will see it is going on and on and on. When you are going to bed, when you are talking with people, when you are traveling or just sightseeing, every time you can do it, anywhere. Why? Because it says sarvavastha. In any place, anywhere, in any moment, wherever you are, in whatever condition you are, take the name of God and you are totally pure. And some people, they say, oh, don't come, you have to do, you must practice this and that, you must bathe, you must do this. Because they don't have the faith in the name of God. And that is the reason. If you take the name of God, anywhere, everywhere, you are pure. But that you should take with love. Otherwise not. And afterwards, SriRamakrsihna is telling this. That is why one should cultivate a taste for God's name. And afterwards, as is a man's feeling of love, so is his gain. Suppose you believe in these words, then you get so many things. The blessings of God, the peace of mind, happiness, everything is there. In the Bhagavad Gita it says, the happiness are 3 categories. One is Sattvik, Rajasic and Tamasic. Tamasic by giving pain to others, insulting others, cheating others. Then that is that type of the joy that afterwards bring pain, not only pain, the lower lives also. And Rajasic by doing something and then boasting over that and shouting, I did. So that is another. And third is Sattvik. Is very difficult in the beginning, totally tasteless. But if you continue, then at the end you are enjoying. So this in the Bhagavad Gita it says. That's why Bhagavad Gita is so important. It teaches us how to survive and how to enjoy the life. Most of the people immediately after the retirement from the work, majority of the people, they are afraid. Oh, after the retirement, what I will do? And that is the time for you to enjoy. That is the time. And how to enjoy? By keeping the mind engaged in something higher. And what is that higher things? Name of God. If you read the scripture, and if you read the philosophy, you cannot complete. So many things to be known. So many things you can read. So many things you will know. That is the way. That's why SriRamakrsihna is telling, that is the gain. Verily, the Lord looks into man's heart and does not judge him by what he does or where he lives. This is called religion. Hey, are you a Brahmin? And have you done? It's not necessary at all. It's the heart. By heart, if you are pure, you are good, you are loving, you are God's person. And here it says, it is looking at the heart. That's why again and again, I always, whoever comes near me, I also try to tell people, don't criticize others. Don't look at others' fault. Whatever opportunity you have got, you'll be happy with that. Today we were talking with some people, there I was telling, If you are expecting that you will be treated like such and such, it's impossible. And constantly you will be suffering because you are comparing. But you are happy because you have got so many other things. And you should be grateful to God that we have got so many things. Yes, you have given me misery, the sorrow, the insult, but you have given me other things also. Like so many people, they like me. So many people are respecting me. Is it not sufficient? So this way, always positively, if we are putting our mind, then we are becoming purified. And the more we are purified by thought, our deed will be purified. Action will be similar. And that is a real religion. Transformation. A person is transformed. Unless and until we are transformed, it is of no use practicing religion. SriRamakrsihna says, now everything depends on your mind. Mano eva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshaye. Is for the bondage is also your mind, and the freedom your mind, happiness your mind, misery, suffering your mind, is not the body. That's why in the Indian philosophies, every time they are very, very particular about the mind, not the body. When you die, they burn. And some people will be criticizing, oh, so ruthless, these people. See, they are burning. But what we are going to do with that body? So it is not necessary. So that's why it is SriRamakrsihna says, I am the servant of Rama. I have repeated the holy name of Rama. Is there anything impossible for me? See the self-confidence. Sri Hanumanji is telling, I can do it. No, he is not telling that. He is telling, I am the servant of Rama. I have taken the name of Rama. How come that I can't do it? I will do it. It is possible for me. I must do it. It's not for me, for the service of God. The moment you do that, tremendous power comes, because the main source is coming and connecting with you. The source is God. This power is God. Ignorance lasts as long as one has ego. These are the words of SriRamakrsihna. What is the ignorance? I. That is the ignorance. Who are you? If we think that actually who am I? I don't know, who am I? This body, this name, this social status, connections, am I that? If we really think deeply, that will understand that is ignorance. There can be no liberation so long as ego remains. By being lowly, one can rise high. Lowly means humble. Blessed are the meek, Jesus said. That's why we love Jesus so much. And every time we quote from Jesus, we learn from Jesus. Why? He's a realized soul. He's really a son of God. But the way the interpretation, maybe we cannot be agreeing with that. That is a different thing. But the original person and his teachings, the Christ we adore. There's a beautiful book written by some Swami, The Christ we adore. So these are the reason. Blessed are the meek. Bhagavan SriRamakrsihna, without knowing the Bible, without reading Bible, he is telling the same thing because he has also reached to the same truth where Jesus reached. So when we reach to the top of the same place, we see the same thing. If someone is walking slowly and reaching to that the long, huge building of the Chicago, and someone is traveling by the elevator, they go to the same level and they say the same thing. From out that window, they see the same thing. The CS Tower, if you go up from outside by climbing something or walking, some people, they do walk. It's a sort of an exercise. They'll be walking 70 floors and all that they will do. Some people, they'll say walking we'll do at some other places in the gym, but here we will go by elevator. They go by elevator. Quickly they go over there, they stand. But when they reach, same thing. The Jesus through prayer, Buddha through knowledge. So, but after reaching over there, it's the same thing. And SriRamakrsihna says, one must take the trouble. See, one must take the trouble to seek the company of holy person. One must take the trouble to seek the company of holy person. It is really very difficult, so difficult to get the company. And that is also Shankaracharya is telling, because of your good luck, you will get the company of a holy person. There are so many persons with a caption and they are saying that we are holy, holy, come, come, come. They are businessmen. They are doing the business. The holy person is he who is full of love and no business at all, because love knows no barter. Love knows no barter, no differentiation. So when people, particularly the educated people, will understand this, the whole society will change. What is the actual cause of religion? To transform an ordinary human being into divine being. Religion is a process that makes a brute unto man and man unto God. Unless and until it is fulfilled, then it is of no use for the religion. Why should we go and spend so much of money, time and things? The Homa is coming, big yagga. Then I was inquiring, the yagga means you need ghee, the classified barter, where from you will get. The whole market is now empty. In no shop, if you go, you will get everything they have purchased. And they will be pouring in the Agni. Very good. That is also necessary. 1,000 people will be there chanting the name, a holy name, and pouring the ghee. And some satisfaction will come. But after that, are we a different person? That is the question. Am I a different person after that? If not, what is the purpose of performing that? This question I have to ask myself. Then what is the necessary? If I cannot, I studied and afterwards I forget everything. I cannot apply that knowledge. What is the use of it? That is the main thing. And SriRamakrsihna says, that's why you have to go and seek the holy company. Here in the Kularnava Tantra, you know, the book for the Shakti. So this Tantra, it says, Satsangascha Vivekascha Nirmalam Nayanadayam. Two things. One is Satsanga, holy company, and not only holy company, at the same time, discrimination, power of discrimination. Some people will say in this way, some people they say, and it's very difficult to understand who is the Satsanga. The first and foremost thing, you will get joy within and you will learn to love others. That is Satsanga. The moment they say you should not mix with them, you should not go over there, you should not help them, that is not Satsanga. Rather, Asatsanga. Because they are narrowing down your name, narrowing your mind, you should not. Narrowing your thought, you should not go. That cannot be Satsanga. Satsanga is always broad, and purity is broadness. And here Satsanga and Viveka, my vichara, my discriminative faculty, that should be strong. And these two, when I am listening, I am getting encouraged. At the same time, I have my own thinking capacity, and discriminative capacity, that are just like two eyes. And with these eyes, I can go much forward. So that is, he says, Yashya nasti nara so andaha. If you are not having these two, one is the company of the holy person and the discriminative faculty within you, then you are just like a spiritually blind. You do not know anything. And then Yoga Vashishta Prakaran, Yoga Vashishta, it says, Yah snata shita sitaya. Suppose in the very summer time, if you go and bathe in a cool water, the freshness that comes, the joy that comes, that type of mentality, that type of experience will come sadhu sangati gangaya. Of course, in this winter time, if you go in this cold water of Ganga, that is very, very difficult, But if you go in a summer time and bathing in the cool water of Ganga, and the mind becomes so fresh. Similarly, if you are going and spending some time with a holy person, listening to him and discriminating, and that joy comes, it is almost like that. Then, if you have got that idea, the good idea, when you go to a holy person, we go and argue and say, oh, why this, why not this, why not this? Or we pick up some other topic, other subject, and then we will discuss and spend 1 hour, why the government is putting so much of taxes, why this is not there, why that is not there. And then afterwards we say, I have made a sadhu sangha. Is that sadhu sangha? That could be done anywhere. By sitting in any tea shop, you could do that. Sadhu sangha means learning something positive, learning something which is elevating your mind. And if you go and show your learning, it is difficult. That person will immediately quiet. Okay. And since you know everything, so why? I don't know that much. The people will say like that. So here it says, you must have discriminative capacity and also the holy company. Holy company is not the person that you are talking, carrying or moving with. No. His words. And then it says, Kim tasya danaihi, kim tirthaihi, kim tapovhi, kim adharaihi. As if when people they go and give many things in charity, they get merits. And then they go to pilgrimage. So many people, they go and take so much of trouble to reach there. Why they go? To get the merit. Tapobhi, austerity they will be practicing, and ardharaihi. Also, this yajna, they are performing yajnas. What is the necessary? Because I have understood the truth. It's not necessary. Kali, Kali, Kali bole, ajapa jadi purai, Gaya, Ganga, Prabhashadi, Kashi, Kanchi ke bachai. That's a wonderful song. It's a Gaya, Ganga, Prabhasha. These are all very famous, pure. Gaya means, the place, the Vishnu place. Very holy place. Most of the Hindus, they will always think to go to Gaya. Ganga, the pure Ganga river. Kashi, the place of the Lord Shiva. So like that, Gaya, Ganga, Prabhash, Adi, Kashi, Kanchi ke bachai. Who will seek for that? Why you should visit there? Because constantly the name of God is within me. Why should I go over there? And when I am going, it is taking my time. When I am going, so many other people, they are talking other things. The time is lost. No, I don't like to go. But within myself, I am enjoying. And that is the blessings of religion. That's why from the beginning one should practice religion. So that at the retirement time, when they are all alone, when around there is no one, They don't bother because they get their joy from within, and that is the blessings of this God, this holy name. And everyone can attain knowledge. Bhagavan SriRamakrsihna is telling there are many other things, but everyone can realize knowledge, get the knowledge. They are indeed bound souls who constantly dwell with lust and greed. The desire is there, lust is there, and naturally to fulfill that they need money, money and money. And after that what? Nothing. There are many people, they do not know how much wealth actually they are having. The billionaires, they do not know how much money they are really having. You have to ask his office, how much I am having? Sir, in this bank number A, you are having this, bank number B, bank number C, and he is tired. Okay, you just calculate total amount, say, and total amount is so much, it's difficult to say that. And with that money, what he can do? How much he will eat? How much enjoyment he can do? Nothing. But at the time of death, he is suffering. Because the narrow mind, oh, I am leaving so much of property, after me what will happen? So much of all these things. This is the reason. Are you really going to get it? All these things with you when you are dying? No. Many of the other people will come and take it away, and then you will be tormenting. The death doesn't mean that you are not there, you are very much there. Your mind will be there, consciousness will be there. You are very much there, and you won't be able to do anything. So that is the reason one should practice religion. And this religion means the very simple way, as Bhagavan SriRamakrsihna said, you have to change your mind, change your attitude, and then only it will be possible for you to. And here he says there are two classes of perfect souls. But I think in our next class we will discuss it. And I am very happy that you have come today. And every time we meet, we must try to understand it more clearly, and more clearly. And not only that, we should practice it in our life too. And as Swami Vivekananda said, be and make. And as more and more we are learning about it, we have to go and tell our friends also. Otherwise, I am coming and then going away and not telling anybody, that is also not good. You must, if you think that it is good, then we must go and tell our friends, yes, that's a good thing, let us come. And today, modern time, there are so many ways we can get this. This book is available online. And some groups are coming now in different places, small groups are coming, they are studying this Gospel of SriRamakrsihna. Someone is reading, others are listening. After that, they are discussing. That's all. And that way also, they are trying to make their mind, unless and otherwise. So many people will be studying the scriptures. But unless and otherwise, you see that scriptural truth through the light of SriRamakrsihna. Because in his life, he has practiced it, manifested it. So it is easy to understand SriRamakrsihna than to understand the Bhagavad Gita, then to understand Panchadashi, then to understand other scriptures. But we can say we have read that book and we are studying that book, that's good, nothing wrong. But to really understand means following. To really understand means practicing. To really understand means transforming. So that's why SriRamakrsihna said, oh Keshav, that famous Keshav Chandra Sen, and he was one of the leaders, top leaders of the Brahma Samaj. Can you please repeat with me? Bhagavat, Bhakta, Bhagavan. Bhagavat is the book. Bhakta is the student or the devotee who is reading it. And Bhagavan is the God, the goal. So when we are studying this book, the scripture, whatever scripture it may be, and we must understand that and transform us in such a way so that we can also say someday like Jesus, I am the Son of God. Anal Haq, I have seen that God. And one group of people are there, they say, Anal Haq, I am that. Or like the Vedantin, they will say, Aham Brahmasmi. Or like Bhagavan SriRamakrsihna, they will say, I have seen God, talked with Him more clearly than I am talking and seeing you. And you can also see God. You can also talk to God. Only thing, you have to purify your mind. How? Again we go back to God's name. You have to go on repeating the God's name. That's all. Jai Thakur, thank you. Now let us pray to SriRamakrsihna and conclude. Niranjanam Nityam Anantarupam Bhaktanukampa Drita Vikraham Vai Ishavataram Parameshamidyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namamaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Sri Ramakrishna Arpana Mastu.